Hey, what's up everyone? Pasay here. We are now this last game for October 30, 2025 NBA Game Day. This is a crossover battle, and this one is between Miami Heat with a record of 3 wins and 1 loss, going up against San Antonio Spurs, still unbeaten with a record of 4-0. The game will actually be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, so that's going to be 8:30 a.m. here in Manila. I am inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Pasay Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. For those interested to avail our premium picks or best picks, you can also reach us through WhatsApp, Viber, or Messenger. Just check on the information presented below on the videos that we upload, and we actually give huge discounts for those who will be subscribing for the entire season. Alright, so let's get into the game. The spread that is given is minus 5.5. That's given towards the unbeaten San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio Spurs, they will be enjoying the home court advantage on this. Let's skip the part the part for the fatigue advantage, because both teams are actually coming off rest. In terms of momentum, well, both teams are having great momentum. Miami Heat, after losing their first game, they actually have won 3 straight. But San Antonio Spurs, they are unbeaten, so we have to give a slight advantage towards the Spurs. Now let's go ahead and check on health and availability. Both teams are actually banged up right now. Starting with Miami Heat, I'm actually seeing 3 players confirmed out. Those are Tyler Hero, Kasparos, and Terry Rozier. And we got Nikola Jovic, Norman Powell, both listed as game time decision. So 3 players confirmed out, 2 players game time decision. That's for the Miami Heat. While for the Spurs, we got Fox, Cornette, Olynyk, Sohan, and Lindy Waters, all confirmed out for them. Now, if you take a look at it, obviously Miami Heat would have a slight advantage towards San Antonio Spurs because, again, they have less players who are out. But I don't know if going up against San Antonio Spurs, like lately, if that will matter, because the Spurs are able to figure it out. What I'm saying is that despite of them not having Fox, despite of them not having those extra bigs, aside from Wemby, they are able to figure it out and grab those W's. So let's get into the game. Again, going back, the spread is at minus 5.5. The bookies are actually giving lots of respect to the Spurs now, and I guess there's a reason why, right? Again, Wemby is showing as to why he is actually an alien in a positive note. Well, for Miami Heat, I have to admit, they didn't, at the start of the season, they didn't look like they would be a playoff team. They have lost Butler. Yes, they got Wiggins, they got Powell, but they're not one of those teams that are being talked about. But right now, they're one of those who are in the upper half of the Eastern Conference. That's despite of the fact that they're not having Tyler Hero yet. So this team, if they would continue playing well, if they would continue hustling, man, please expect them to be in the playoffs. I think the main factor here that we need to keep an eye on is Powell. Will Norman Powell play on this game? Because Norman Powell will not just bring points, like 20 points a night for them. He would also bring, the intangibles, the defense, the assists, and all those stuff. Right now, he is questionable, so I guess that's good news for the Spurs. But it's just so tough to go up against Miami Heat with that kind of spread of 5.5. Again, this team, you just don't know what to expect. They have a very. I've been saying this time and again, and I'm not being biased because Spo is half Filipino. Spo, their head coach, is just smart. He will figure things out on how to deal with the team, whether the team is hot, whether the team is injured, whether the team is blah blah blah. I guess the Spurs would be able to win this one. I mean, they are at home. The fans are are losing their heads with how their team is performing right now. But Miami Heat will be Miami Heat. Adebayo would apply his muscles, would apply his weight towards Wemby, and Wemby would still be able to produce his usual numbers, maybe a bit less because of the weight that Adebayo would be putting in there. Again, it's tough because of the status of Norman Powell, but right now I won't go against Miami. I will side with them with the plus 5.5. I guess that's something that they can cover considering how Wiggins have been playing along with his boys. Miami Heat plus 5.5. Peace out. Pasay love and God bless.